Alright, normally I never put off a BGL challenge for this late in the week. It is currently Sunday evening at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. Usually I like to record the previous week's recap before doing the following week's challenge, but it is Sunday evening, so this week I think we're going to make an exception. I'm just going to do the challenge right now, then I'll do the week 3 recap and week 4 recap at some point. No more stalling, let's just hop right in. Finally getting around to this. Ooh, Wisconsin. A little sticker right there. Those are only found in Wisconsin and I believe the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Can we narrow it down any further? Okay, for a sec I was like, that's no front plate, but there is a front plate there. So I was going to be like, is this the Upper Peninsula of Michigan after all? But no. So we know it's Wisconsin. I've got a feeling I'm not going to be able to narrow it down much further than just Wisconsin. I'm also guessing that I'm not sure what the most common. I feel like I don't spawn in Wisconsin very often in GeoGuessr. I feel like I should just put it in the Milwaukee area, maybe a little bit to the outside of Milwaukee, like kind of where I have my marker there, since that's gonna be the most populated region. And usually in GeoGuessr in the United States map, it's usually just around like the biggest city. So I think I'm just gonna put it outside of Milwaukee and hope for the best. But that's really all I'm basing it off of, just Unga Bunga, big city in the state. Yes, sir. All right, works for me. Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to be slightly more than 4.7k. You know, I'm not complaining. I'm not going to complain. Of course, Beaver's like right on point almost. All right, pretty good start. Round 2. That is a Dallas Cowboys sticker. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're in Dallas-Fort Worth, but it's hard to make out the license plates with the lighting. Oh, this is not Dallas-Fort Worth. These are some tall palm trees. Is this Los Angeles? With those tall palm trees? Do we see telephone poles? Please. I'm not seeing the little, the 3 little yellow... Wait. That looks like one little yellow bar on that telephone pole over there. Can we get a better view of a telephone pole? These aren't California poles, are they? And where else would this be? Alright, we got a minute 14 left. Crazy shout, could this be like San Antonio? Because I feel like San Antonio might have those... See, okay, that looks like a Texas plate. Right there. Oh, state flags. Yeah, there's a Texas flag right there. I feel like it would be San Antonio because these tall palm trees, I don't think you would see those in Houston. Definitely not in Dallas-Fort Worth, I don't think. I feel like this would have to be San Antonio. Still got 37 seconds left. I'm going to take my time for this one just to try to mentally process it. Like, I think I'm going to ultimately go with San Antonio, but just mentally process it. Think, does it make more sense to go elsewhere? Do we see how many front plates? So yeah, it's just that there's no California poles. We see front plates. I think they're Texas plates. With the palm trees that we're seeing, I don't think that's Houston. I think it's San Antonio. I was never guessing that far south. Never in a million years. Every once in a while, sure, you can spawn that far south, but it's just that if you guess that far south and you're wrong, you're gonna lose a lot of points. Let me look at this again real quick just to see. Was there anything in Spanish that might have hinted at the fact that it could have been by the Mexico border? Oh, in the distance. Oh, that is a Mexico flag. I didn't think about that. Yeah, United States flag, Texas flag. I don't know what the third flag is, and a Mexico flag. Okay, that makes a lot of sense as to why someone would guess that far south. But yeah, I mean, 2.3k is fine, I guess. Could have done a lot worse. I'm sure a lot of people did do a lot worse on this one. So, all right, round 3. Front plates. North Dakota, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Can you say Fargo? I don't actually know if this is Fargo or not. Let me actually look around. I mean, okay, right off the bat, if I guess Fargo, North Dakota, and it's like Bismarck, I'm gonna be... that would be bad. I can't quite tell what that says. Oxgood. Town something. I get the feeling that's not the name of a town. But maybe if we scroll into Fargo, I don't know. Do we see any like street names or anything? So I think I will ultimately go with Fargo just because it's though I feel like oftentimes there's snow coverage in Fargo, but and obviously this is not what that is, but just Just based on vibes, I'm feeling that it's going to be closer to Minnesota. In fact, we see any Minnesota license plates that would help a lot. I'm just seeing North Dakota, which makes me a little bit scared to keep my guess where I have it. What do I do? I think my problem is if I move it west, I don't know where I move it exactly. Fargo or Grand Forks would probably be my best bet. I'm going to keep it in Fargo. Oh, yes, let's go. Whew. Really glad I didn't move it now. Very happy with that guess. So far so good. 3 rounds in. On to round 4. Hawaii or Florida? This is Florida, isn't it? At first I was thinking, okay. 203. I don't know that area code, but I can tell you that it is not Hawaii. But just based on these types of palm trees, I want to say, okay. I kind of want to say the Miami area, very far south, but the street sign is not the same type that you typically see in the Miami area. So I'm a little bit conflicted with this one. Do I commit to putting it that far south, or do I try to put it more like Orlando? Because one way or another, like, this is not going to be Jacksonville. There's way too many palm trees, I feel like. Feels too tropical. I shouldn't put it as far north as Orlando. I should put it like either Fort Myers or I don't think this is going to be the Miami area. I'm not sold on it being Fort Myers either necessarily. Man. It would really be helpful if I memorized the Florida area codes. 203. I know that 305 is a Miami area code. I don't know what 203 is. Do I just want to... Do I want to put it there to hedge? That's probably my smartest play, honestly. Because I don't know if it's going to be... Do I hedge or do I go for maximum points? Do I hedge or do I go for maximum points? I feel like I should hedge. Oh, I'm a coward. I'm a coward. I'm sorry. I'm a coward. I'm hedging. Okay. I'll take that. I'm okay with that. Could have been worse. I mean, I guess what did I expect from hedging? Like, of course I was going to get a score in that general range. But yeah, it's good that I didn't commit to like a far south part. Was that guess better than if I'd put it in Fort Myers? I'm not sure, but all in all, I think I have to be happy about that guess. Still one more round to go. For a sec, I thought that was the end, but round 5. Out west, obviously. License plate. Can't really tell. I mean, is this just California based on the trees? Unauthorized vehicles parked in blah 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 blah. I should not tunnel vision on that. Wait, there's no front plate on that UPS truck. Uh-oh. Okay. Mountains to our west. It's either Arizona or California. Got the tall Los Angeles-esque palm trees, but I think those are also in Phoenix. Just can't really tell what that plate is. That plate feels a bit too far away. I'm thinking California, just because Arizona license plates are more, a bit easier to tell. But we saw mountains west? Could this be, like, over there, maybe? I feel like I should just, like, Unga Bunga Los Angeles, put it where it says Los Angeles. Oh, wait, do we see street signs? Okay, we do see street signs, but that doesn't help. I'm also just, okay, yeah. I'm conflicted between Arizona and California. I'm not fully sold on the California guess. It's basically just the license plates for me. They don't look like Arizona license plates. I'll take another peek. That doesn't look like a California plate either, but Arizona license plates are just easily identifiable. You still see mountains to our south, it looks like. Yeah, no. I think I have to go with California. We see mountains to the west there. I'm going to keep it where I have it. What the hell? Okay, see, this is why I wanted to go Unga Bunga, put it where it says Los Angeles. I mean, it's good that I didn't put it to Arizona. 4.3 is fine. Like, I put it in a place where we saw mountains west and mountains south, so by that logic, I think my guess made sense. But there are also mountains north. Let me look at this again. I'll be damned there were. Wow, I didn't even see those. Granted, would it have changed my guess? Absolutely it would have. But, you know. Alright, how'd I do? 2.14, okay. That's alright. So real quick, how many people played this? Because this is Sunday evening. Do we have 37 people? 35. You know what? I might just... Should I just do this right now? I might do this right now. I might record the recap of this week right now. Even though we're still waiting on 2 more people. So I finished 11th out of 35 so far. 2 more to go. Round 1. Okay, yeah, the Wisconsin one. So how many people got Wisconsin? I'm going to go through and count these. Okay, it was 15. We had 15 people get Wisconsin out of 35. So I assume that was like everybody knowing that everyone knowing like the little sticker on the telephone, the little sticker on the telephone pole trick for Wisconsin. But everyone else, yeah, was kind of all over the place. I guess it's kind of scattered around, which makes sense. There weren't really any other clues besides that. But yeah, good amount of people just covering the entire Milwaukee area. Round 2 was Southern Texas. A lot of people getting Southern Texas. Okay, so we had 13 people in Southern Texas. I guess that number makes enough sense. I was kind of expecting a little bit fewer, but yeah, we had some guesses around Houston, Corpus Christi, 2 in San Antonio there, a couple in Dallas, a couple in El Paso, and there were a few in the Los Angeles area. It makes enough sense with those palm trees and just the overall vibes. But yeah, I am low-key a little bit surprised that many people were willing to commit that far south in Texas, but I mean, they got it right, so. Round 3. This is kind of aesthetically pleasing. I like how everyone's like scattered around kind of evenly. But yeah, a lot of people getting North Dakota. How many people got Fargo? 16, 17. We had 17 people, with including 2 5Ks on the Fargo round. Obviously, most people getting North Dakota. Round 4 was Florida. So we only had 3 guesses that were kind of in the general region. A lot of people going Miami. A lot of people going Tampa. A few people going Orlando. Who's the other person who kind of hedged with me there? I don't recognize many of the PFPs. Who was that? Jardo, I think. Yeah, I think it was Jardo. And round 5 was Los Angeles. Yeah, a few people in Arizona. Makes sense. And just guesses scattered all around the Los Angeles area. This is great. Maybe this will be the thumbnail shot, actually. I kind of like that. What were the closest guesses on this one? We did have a 5K, it looks like. Yeah. Actually, how many 5Ks did we have in total for this one? I'll do the stats and stuff later. I'll just record. I was just going to record this one part now. I'll record the stats later. All right, stats overview for week 4. First and foremost, number 1 most important thing. Mile High Express finally won a game. And we won it by like a good margin, too. Like, even if I didn't play last week, we still would have won. So in terms of other interesting things, Pittsburgh versus Wisconsin. This was kind of a cool matchup. So Pittsburgh squeaked out with a win over Wisconsin by 1.3K. That's a very small differential, very small gap. What is the smallest differential on the season? It's that, and it's not close. Like the next smallest was week 2, a gap of basically 5,000 between Pittsburgh and Mile High. All right, so here's the standing. So we're into the final week. So yeah, who plays who and what's on the line this week? Week 5, Wisconsin versus Green Bay, Colorado versus Mile High, Pittsburgh, Bloomington. All right, you know what? First and foremost, are Pittsburgh and Sacramento locked for the playoffs? Minnesota could theoretically make it over Sacramento, couldn't they? Who plays who? Minnesota plays Sacramento. If Minnesota beats Sacramento by 10K, they make the playoffs. Mile High, who do we play? We play Colorado. Okay. So if we win this week against Colorado, I think we're guaranteed in, unless Minnesota beats Sacramento and both of them outscore us by an insane amount. So it's not quite as simple as winning in for us, but for all intents and purposes, it should be that simple, I think. As for the East, Pittsburgh should be locked up, right? Who does Pittsburgh play? Pittsburgh plays Bloomington. Even if Bloomington wins, they would have to beat Pittsburgh by, 23K? Yeah, 23K. And Wisconsin would have to beat Green Bay. Okay, I mean, bottom line is every matchup's going to be important this week. Individual leaders, I think this is just, relatively the same as it was before. I mean, you got people fluctuating a little bit here and there, but, it's only going to change so much with 1 week. Average score in week 4 was... That's probably about a normal score, realistically. Weeks 2 and 3 were pretty easy. Week 1, I guess, might have been slightly more difficult. Week 4 is probably closer to what the average actually should look like. And yeah, there are only 3 5Ks this week. So yeah, just to go through them, just to go through it real quick. Week 1, there were 4 5Ks. Week 2, there's 1 5K. Week 3, there was 38 5Ks, and week 4 we're back down to 3. All right, cool. I guess that's it. I'll try to get this uploaded soon, hopefully, ideally, and then hopefully I'll have week 5 uploaded at some point. And then there's going to be playoffs after that as well. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, that's it for now. So, see y'all in week 5.